To come, we told you about branding and Yabeka branding was a minimum send American tree and Watias, what on idea na idea now, what on send out Obesifa Ayading SCC no afa answer na why then would you to dra and answer would you kukrum say ye one hour pen mameto and now 1 hour hiano and talk. I'm talking about customers. Ain't you know na ye can't nyama bebree. Ebi ana oton aduane restaurant na say aduane ton corona craba ye aye de a lot of delivery services about into sisia no bebree na order aduane na ye bikes na ho cars e de abran won fie saying na wo ye den wo package wo niama obi wo no mo awoton hair products obi wo no mo awoton yi empaboa obi wo awoton bibia woton bia na saying na wo ye den wo package no say na packaging say na wo chechire wo say na wo box say na wo ye ansa na wa ye den wo de ama wonipa opese woto no ene enkomo aye di na external wa package wo niama ni na ewie no na wo de ama bike wo de ama car say onfan konkoma ni awoto free wo ho no ebedru onipa na awoto ade na ebedru ho na afi no ade na wo hu ewo internet so ana say ade na wo hu no signboard so say wo ye no different from ye de aba hwe there are most times wo be hu ade wo internet so or say I ordered for this but I got that eno kire say enko yie wo betimi ehu ade bi wo internet so no wa twero so bia 140 Ghana cedis fofo lelenti na wakwa akoto ade ba ya say na ade tie enye saa na hu no wakwa akoto se ye bro bibi setie ni ade ba ya ise kioda kete so are we being deceived, you know, per what we see branding, you know, deceive ya na se ye be hu ade we se sei netie na ye kwa akoto ebeba na entesa ana se wakwa akoto bi kura ye plate na producer kan sem bi se order plate in the order FFF e free no ton plate no so FFF e bedu no ho na plate na pai eno sa no why na wo je no ho do you blame the rider or do you blame onipa ko a wo to niama no e wo ne ho branding ho nsem sisi e pese ye kan se wo ton wade a be pardon asema me kan mani atete cause obi ayi bi da etiro ade aye kan se wo ton wade atrase na hwe se wo ti ase na yenya expert a wo be chechire mu branding ye wo sa wo ye obi timi koto aduane producer kan bibi nso also koto obi koto also yesterday she came back from somewhere and then all ban wo hu say riders mienu there's a clash eno sa no aduane na koto fried rice check na wo se ye mfambre no wo na skata na che se chicken na kwa kodi am na se enso na wo twa ma chicken na da mu na ni so si wo hu inti bibia ye jambolani All right, so this is what we are going to be talking about on branding today. Wherever you are, do make it a point to sit down, educate yourself and inform yourself. Yenina, your business and ma nekoso. Guess what? Gabby is here to talk to us about branding and how things are going. Internet today, abuapa de nyamansu bebrebe. Abba, Kwesi ana Phyllis.
No, I'm really enjoying this because and like, you know, external services is what we're actually looking at today. How products gets to you, your hands safely and the way you wanted it and how it was planned to. Sometimes, Gabi, over or that day, you know, and by the time it gets to you, in 30 minutes time, in 40, we want to clamp out now be 6 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours near there. Let's look at this particular external services, you know. How are we doing as a society here in Ghana?
How are you doing actually, Gabby?
Yeah. How are you doing first?
I'm good. I'm good. And I'm glad to be here again. Oh. It's always a pleasure to be on your set.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to see you. I know that there's solutions
This is a problem everybody is facing in this system, and it's about time we addressed it the way it's supposed to be. Let me say good morning to your cherished viewers again. Basically, one of the biggest issues we have with this whole setup is nipa na omo in fact, it's a production and I say they don't have most of them don't have a dedicated service for external deliveries and the rest. So they have to consult third parties most often.
Okay.
So what happens is these riders or delivery people, they don't really pay attention to the fact that, okay, I'm also representing a brand.
Pacho, Kowachi, naturally, we.
Okay.
Ni a watch and say, or one ton adie, bebre na no ton adie no.
On one kasa ni obia or be fan in your fin shop or say on one Trianica.
Okay.
No, the near Marco. Okay. Or the obia or no, yen, you might be on no bike be keke.
No, that's okay.
Who are him from part of a fadia comobi.
To your no, not drinking so.
Most of the time, so there is a lapse between Nipa no dia name and on say weni
and a womb.
Most of the time
they
forget to do just that little bit, no.
Okay.
And some of these people, they are just negligent. You obey your piano. On your one to afford and one to deliver. Any here no.
Eighteen here say a was a ultimate rider chrono. Yan fan is saying you be an a wasika sebio or ye juma. I feel was starting a juman kakra say on you be an a wobi kakra say bia or top bike. Say your business is bia what top bike and what per rider. So and your what business is so on also ako agency.
Yes.
And a wako jisa services and a bini Ghana posing yama bebre a juma. Eighteen and no major war. So corner wa BBC 1 Imagine
insurance no almost says almost
sa
but our system you will be but
it's not effective
and no
and most of the people who run those services no make us say controls in tina masa anya money but you should need system be you can say okay these are proper delivery people like some year adwuma no a kafra
in a sense some need training.
Thank you. One, there's no training. Two, there's no proper licensing. Three,
okay.
Training now can say major part because our training be on him say I do my face saying it. Yes, I'm a package crash me box name no. There's a way I have to go about it. If I don't do it this way,
drive on the road.
What the pizza and I'm not feel oh so now I'm done bike.
You know
box not done.
Nani po and namni na kogu one side na bread that one side.
What you say? Na no a simple training be a sanka nipa of family. Nti we say no say pizzeria be na wo de omo ye adwuma. Omo de munim say senior de na mako. Box no krom crap on specialize in a way say it keeps you steady.
Yes, so they they check it inside. Me where you rider be at ne box na one no what so the foam na use or the shame in such a way say or chia no ho sen kra na
most of it is either they have the expertise or a experience in tina INSA no e bia o de obi ade akwama adan nasem
okay
Jafin Western no ye bibisa but basically most often brands get issues with clients when it ends up with an external or third party who doesn't pay attention to what your brand portrays.
Gabi yenko echi na yen from brand delivery.
Okay.
Let's leave the delivery guide because I'm not here the end part of the band. Ye beba wo so actually. Na yenko starting from onipa no produce ade no.
Yes.
Sesia no social media internet nti no ultimate na se na we go through a whole lot of things that obiton.
Yes.
Na we hu ni awope.
Exactly.
Advertisement ni na akọ. Isi anye TV so pe. Isi a TV so crowd de beto so a o kire wo say oh ye deliver say this say ni say. Make up back to no ton ade no. Say o kire yen sa de na ebeba na ente sa. Sisi a branding no ACC ya na because so betimi ehu ade bi ya packaging of enuane po. The way I am for can one a enkoye.
Yeah.
What to be who say be a product be ne send ya box ne the way I no packaging no kama. And so obie so you don't get the quality product that you are expecting. Has branding come to deceive us or not?
No, okay. My take on this is twofold. There is a positive side and a negative side. Basically, the internet, as we all know it, is an extension of everybody's business right now. In fact, it will be a second branch on the internet. Inti, probably a traditional store I will locality be a ono eduma we no ebi oton benkuni nkruma. She said we call online and we pay images. No, we created the same name and born shop name no. Edi atoho, edi ton ade. But most of the time, no, what happens is professional photography. And should I need on my dream musa. Into a no I pick
Obi
image be a track of Nedriani online. No, they are better on only page so.
Gabi made jollof be da
exactly.
Enyo.
Into ube who say image no. What dream no. this is exactly what you are going to get.
Okay. Before we get there, isn't it the customer, no, our duty to say shop when I make a tidy or an answer me or daddy? I have to have a relationship. Say I've worked in this shop before, I've tasted this food before, and I know exactly what I'm ordering. Isn't the duty of the customer to know that before the connect and not order? As a baby, we jollof, yeah, okay. Only a mixture.
Even go jollof run and then
it's impossible to achieve what Alex is actually saying. Because
exactly.
In the advent of Corona, how many people could go out and say, I'm going to sit at this restaurant?
No, so me can't say like...
can I say, but person me bad point, be so say, and any penny na was society in the bit me a particular place. Akwa who de wo ho ansa no ma order fi ho. So now the advent of internet ama bibia is simple until obi a call with the trend. So now the customer might have something in mind. It's on the customer to make sure, say, you know, there are pages that have how do you call it, positions where you can write your feedback. Don't let it go. Go back there, write on the page, and let them know what they have done.
Because everybody reads it.
Thank you very much. So a second victim, a person won't fall victim to that. What you are saying? And when you're easy, so reviews, no. That's what I'm coming to. The reviews, no. And you're easy. If you really mean what you are doing, you can hit them more than 3, 4, 5. At least, I've seen poster, a war social media, a brand be, you say, oh, almost on my DNA with VM. Now, I didn't want to VM, so a milk product. And ye be immediately, me who say, only pana trust idea, me follow him, who answer, marketing director. Aba page, so Abe can say, product, developing in such a way, say, it's the only product that actually can be in the sun and still be cold. They are the only brand that does that. And 3, 4, 5 other people for the same company ever hitting the same point. You see, that's hands-on marketing. Now, you know, on can say way the internet into me, but most of these people who do these things, into making sure so hitting the reviews, no. What's happening at the end of we are seeing now reviews.
Yes.
Into download the app, no more say reviews go. Thank you. Those are the things we can use to get back our companies.
Sometimes I wonder, say, if it's even right for us to order stuff on the internet, because the producer dada me amakoto fan adane white elephant. Edaho, esi wa de go. Fan back and screw anyhow and then when you many will cast see one fan na entwa ne ho da. Fan bay and entwa ne ho. Ya brago.
Yeah.
Neboding. Because Richard fan entwa ne ho.
It all boils to what I'm saying.
A branding, like, or on the internet. You cannot resist it. That's one thing about branding. If a product is well branded, amanipa ombeto dia kosi omufie na so anwane so ni omfa so bia.
Okay.
A company that pays attention to its branding, one, might get clients but might lose them as fast as they are gaining them.
Right.
But only bia na obese ni bailout plan no. On meton product papa bia ma. It is started say the anom bi no mo ye products ba 1 week na say. The enti anom ye say ni say omo production capacity.
Okay.
Enti and then we say our china was at on for amount. The here is all to amount. On to the basic wa e be 1 year. There be 2 weeks, 3 months, and now 2 months. Now say no asaba. It dey be any order fee. Dey be just our economy is one of the biggest, or I should say the biggest in the world now.
Right.
Why? Because production no we no munim say you great. But the me ya no, we make sure so china besaba. Simple as that.
A planned.
Yes,
you know,
some institutions, some companies do that.
Okay.
Others to go with durability. To be a niche. Obi oha oye mpaboama na o sha. Ebetime the 4 years into no sa no oton ama. Thank you.
But so let's go back to where we are talking about now. What ton ade ama ye na wa branding in such a way say wo pe hu a wani je ho wo pe se okokoto obekwa akoto no na enye ne a wo pe no and wenya. Inti no boapayo and say you have said on the customer side no I was say wutimi ko na ukasa ho.
Yes.
I was say ukasa ade kro na ho.
Yes.
Si wo ho obi ono mu a wo befre na wa kire say I have lost a lot of stuff because of that. There's people that they don't care at all. They don't care customer service. They don't care to go back. There are people that think that, oh, you know, they try to defend because they think so. Yeah, baby, no, I will not. Me, I get tired of, you know, this back and forth thing. Interestingly, I really get tired.
But
how do we solve that problem on the review?
Partly is because of our system. No crime mechanism, a system, the trade unions, no, and they pay attention to certain things that are not really relevant to the client.
Right.
In Tianka, quality controls, every now and then, shops, taking reviews online, a proper structure.
Okay.
A site online, what problem be with company, bet me report it. Into rounds, no more checks, a company we, no Ghana phone.
That's a lot of work.
It's just about, they have a website, so they should open up and let people give them.
And you for a board of
standards board.
Aye.
Yes, of course. What I said, that is partly how it is.
So they should be able to have that review section that goes through.
Yes. It will be your complaints, be crapper, one or two, inside. But I've heard instances where people go around and they close shops, they take products off the market. They've done that in the past. But how frequent is that, especially when it comes to food delivery and all those things?
You see, the places they close, the big shops
products,
that, But you see, one yes, small,
Exactly.
Again, fan na me koto, small shops.
The question is, who authorizes people to get on this and trade? Is there a process that you need to go?
As in on the internet?
Yes.
Oh, with Everybody the internet, it's an open market.
But then like when you are dealing with goods and services, you are dealing with human beings.
It basically has to do with licensing. If anybody wants a genuine license to do what the person is doing, it is difficult to actually have anything on them. But what you can do is, one, like I'm saying, your reviews. Two, the complaints and the right authorities, I'll be complaints. Because people report companies to standard board. People report come to FDA. So at the end of the day, there are checks and there are investigations that goes on. But we should have a dedicated site. Least mistake now one, customers being a problem with me.
Okay.
Two, the authorities will have an issue with me. And yes, I'll be reported to standard board alone. Standard board be now delay. But there's nothing like, okay, me who site we say, hey, go for reviews or mama about this product. Mama in Kotobi.
Swift action, like when you report, how quickly do we get these feedbacks?
It depends, When products of such nature, and I say, establishments of such nature, they do such things. One, difficult, say, you get quick response from the authorities, unless it's more than one or two persons reporting this particular mishap to the institution.
Yeah.
So, I
said branding and customer service go hand in hand.
Yes, exactly.
Free baby about products from the people and how best you say obetimi reported to your board standards board and more at the cra nipano air tone any whether people are not really okay with the product and everything. We'll be on cry na your tongue cry poison. Straight mammy poison. What you say? But why any ye wa branding no obi ho wonim kasa no da obeti mi aton anua se na ga bi kan ach amam. Na de anua ya kwesi dem na enye obeti mi aton abo egu wa ofichirichi no de amam. Koso wonim se na obeton ade wa packaging and nice nso. Se what you say? Inti wan kasa wo se wo ya hwe ye. Oh, ya te ka mu ayetibi ya ye we a whole lot nya na ye bebodin so te ati wan kasa na wo du sika to ade no e wo se wo ya hwe yi se wo ukoto bibi na nya obetimi akwa report na ofoforo nso akwa ankoto ebi a wo no poison hu ni ntam obi kura betimi afam wa yeden ewu na yenka obi a wo ton ade a eye papa
okay
wa brand ne kama krofo ehu wo mo pe na mom ni external like you said the services me de soma am ye de akọ obi ato plate wo me ho plate ni ye kama efe me de ama delivery guys on fan come Alex edu Alex ho a plate na pai obi on ma say maduane me restaurant di obi anim say kama krofo ba hadum say kra bedidi ebebo be ye for kra na aduane asa omo order nso no ye de komo mo wo fie na mom ede na aduane ni beduru ya de we aduane na engo en nam ho rubber ne ho en niama obi wa na aduane ye de pa but ne packaging ye inti odi aduane be brew no na ye koye nkruma kra de esa squad na che se en nam rubber ne ho sa me so me wo ho me didi na me nsaka oil na bibia ma horo me say mintimindi
wow that's good.
Yes, because me nsaka aduane we just me ho na masamba aduane no no lie.
Inti no
What do we do with such situation?
Okay, so basically, if you are an establishment, that's how to Bibi, that's Uye Bibi in that regard, that's how he has to deliver. You need a dedicated service. Dedicated service basically is having one particular delivery company.
Okay.
One particular delivery company only dedicated to what you are doing.
They
be out the fra. Or china be untimi enhodi obi are responsible. But nipa bakuna company bakuna uti omuka so munya samawa. Unim say the be bia no omunim say una uti omuka.
And our for rider back one
exactly. Now what send or convey with duane every at all times are onye mistakes, silly mistakes. But those who at random and most times I blame the customers. Almost soma omu delivery persons.
Okay.
Most of them do that. Okay, me sumo bia mana ba jaba. Na bike rider okada bia babisio.
And I pay for it.
It's no sa no wona wo ton ade no. Me say me wo me rider. Onim de wa me pɛ me niama pa on konko fa ade ma me sɛ no. Odu okra na wo ade na wo de ma no no. Aye basa onje.
Yes.
You see, so this is me and him. We have a relationship like that.
It's all about education, how you talk to them, how you let them understand what you like. It's simple as that.
But what if no sa no say obi soma the delivery guy na wo ton ade na
packaging
what do you
key how you package the stuff for them and there you cannot have any shortcuts because when the ade command nipa no who say say na mo ya ade no brand me a onim say nya rider no and mo na mo package ade na mo package ni ye but mo package ni ye na mo de ma rider na still a banner problem ho a and you try say bia o rider no na there's a problem or dispatch no problem but basically if you have a dedicated service like you're saying unim say na onye mistakes. So one of the advice I can give people is always stick to the person who does it right for you. But most often than not, they take people who have multiple jobs. Into okoha yes be time I saw your order no ni ho into for
time. Obiti baby pe aduane adi. Be 3 hours na aduane ni nnui.
Yes.
Eso order aduane na bi anan. Oti ono mo a 3 ennui. Osi entwade ye de entwade ye twade amfa ma ye twade ade ne hye wo ho ye beda ya
and most of them multitask you know
that's exactly most of them and I make us a dedicated service no
obekọ ha no afa ha na oh man
everybody wo fifiri aduane ne nso aye bisi basa aduane ne kradwo si wa hu one onipa na wo ton aduane no wonim se wo ton banku ni nkruma
yes
na wo de watchechiri nkruma no hyehye de egu rubber wo se maye rubber ni mienu maka bon mienu na ode egu that plastic yinimu obeba na aduane no kra no ebiate na ono so akwaje obi brodo so oye multi nkruma na koka brodo no ti delivery no wo benya wo brodo na brodo ni nkruma nkruma no so benya no na Robert na huni na ati.
I have a problem like that and maybe me who here. Not right and never far the FM ho. Apparently no. No akwaji obi birthday gift. Or they come manipa no. Na say na cupcake shame. And no dia share box no amia so nti. Oba no bi so na me say me man me niam say on fan kon. Na me say wa hu ade a aye no so masa me there that be how they give me also.
No.
Na say one share dey wom. Cupcakes no say we na with this portion abefra adane. I'm say why we
right da baako otimi je niama be edu
yes
na egu ne box nim ono awaji plate ono awaji banku ni nkruma ono awaji brodo ono awaji cake na cake wasanji phone na kan obeba na phone no nkruma guani iti how are you going to deliver all these things? But I think it's about time we held those guys responsible.
But I see a lot of progress in the system. Let me know. I don't want to mention brands, but there are a lot of on-demand services that have created a delivery service for food. You know, like to mention a few, Bolt Foods and all those things. They've come. Omo naba glove oni ade. Omo naba omo ton. Omo yes ade no. Nti omo ase they have more experience in what they are doing.
What do we tell me? Sure,
what mommy invoice?
Oh, not at all. I ordered like groceries someplace. That was in a rush, and I ordered grocery and some shopping stuff. About toothpaste and what I say me out of fresh. You know, so like there are companies that are doing well, that are coming.
But you see, one of the things is the attitude of Ghanaians has to change when it comes to some of these things.
Okay.
Yet is a Jume bi aba. We just get up. Some measure adwuma ne hunim de some fa ideas and our company crap on so fame no what culture go for say ye adwuma we any say no they don't really care sometimes it will be hu no na o ma fa nipa ne keke random no mu nyina atwi bikes but at the end of the day they are not doing the right things. It will be for brand be at the end of the day no it will be messed up because of the personnel how fire one training on one two omofo nipa ne mistake 1 2 immediately you sees him from becoming a rider for yours. But obi be ya to aso ana kato we die sa not here.
Obi kran ko deliver aduane ponkama na onya akono kakre.
You'll be shocked. Most of them will be just anyhow. Slippers
some way.
Kama na onya akono kakre obi ode wade bro. No obi deliver aduane ase no bro couch.
That's me
What I'm saying is most of the people in the system are now getting enlightened. At the Ankasan internet and online services no. And Ghanaians nyana are grasp yet.
Okay.
It is now growing. People are now getting to understand what it is, and people are demanding quality service.
Because that also is the service.
Exactly.
You need that service.
It's getting to a point where immediately you'll be put on blast. Obiabe who's a company we are because at the internet there, you know what is going on right now. Obi free in mind.
Yes.
Your friend is saying, let's look at when the product has to get to your friends and the consumer. No? Even the journey on the road. Let's talk about the journey. Exactly. Let's talk about the journey because maybe most of the time on the road. And I see the way the riders they are not cautious on the road.
It all has to do with training. It all has to do with training because in the first place it will be your quality control or companies now for riders here. And immediately they're testing. Oh, let's go on the road. Let's do this.
Traffic light. That's so no.
Attitude. Be who said there be. Akwawe or either training and answer he's not fit.
Sure, like you see some cars when you're driving, you see some cars near church in case of reckless driving.
Thank you very much. Call this number. Well, it makes them cautious. And say, me there maybe obi betima for number ya friend.
Sure, companies cars on pa.
Do we even do
case
that?
Case of anything.
We don't do that
so
a lot.
So they know say there will obi be fan number from bosses is here say you are doing
something on the road.
So it means that we all have to come together collectively.
Exactly.
And make sure
every society works when there's a collective effort to make things work. It takes when you have a collective effort. If not, we try to do it on our own individual companies. It runs around to the same
on the road. Point. I don't see the riders really respecting it.
It's been one of the major issues in this country. Even when this issue about Kada and everything came up, it was about how would they follow the regulations.
It was before Corona.
Yes, exactly.
The riders and they don't see themselves as
vehicular or an motor on the road. So they see red lights and they just jump them.
So I want to say this in passing and menka nitrino in 19 and one say Janina wotono at the crona wotono say ye Diane say ye Diane wotono unu se near Odisa aduane na se niama ne kwako ma na water no ono so kawade ton ne ho.
Exactly.
So yes, well rider another motor rider is part of your service.
Exactly.
So or a part of your service. You na wode niama ma na se won fa nko no. Sa nipa no rider na or de niama ne kon sa rider no.
It's an extension of your brand.
It's an extension of your brand. Or it's an extension of the services you are giving to the customer. Intini you're very careful nia wode wo niama ma na se on fanko. Obi o no mo a o de niama akọ baabi a wa pipe niama no duo kra na nka instead of be sign na chi afre na wo wetimi afre customer say oh asemasi ba no say ni si wo kwan so intino ontime fa ma no no rider na dan ho na oba wo na onipa ne tefa akọ na wo twen for bare 3 hours for that package eno so amma medu wa amfa so amrewa or the konipa no koduru ho anu wayidi ama no sorry crabo no ana bibi nchetremu owie anu wayidi ama no ko na afi no ye befra wo a wo free a wodim say oh you have packaged your thing esa na ese won so wo business wona wodi aduane e ma rider no hwe rider na wodi aduane na e ma no sabe ye aduane ye di e di akoyeyem inti nipa na wodi aduane ne ma no wo be a restaurant waiters no waitresses no wo hwe mo di omo ho kama address neat because wodim say wo mo serve eye nipa won ba beto aduane na wo rider no wonim se wo serve obi okwa ato aduane nti hwe ne yie na obedu ono na aduane a ye bedi na aye basa media mini I don't know about the others, but it doesn't give you good reviews like Gabi is saying. Obi eni wa dance pa enchire obi. So sankrofo we di o maduane de beba na basa. Sankrofo we di o aduane ye de pa but omunye kama. So that's what we're talking about.
The fares that come with these deliveries is more than the food you even bought and 10 times more. When you good service from a person delivering your food and the person is charging you a neck and a leg for
the delivery.
It's all a package. And like I said, when you have a dedicated service, it boosts your business. Into most companies or food outlets that are serving, doing well, what happens is more charges on their delivery are reasonable. Into a cost more. Until you have somebody who delivers your food or no the nepe. Most of the time, Ghana de back when they say, "Would you Jacomano? Would do an in Aka?"
Hey.
Oh yes, it happens a lot.
What an Aka saying?
Delivery cost.
So old or no dear driver, no way be son say over Jimmy saying.
That is it. You see, it's not. It doesn't have to do with the delivery companies or the food vendors alone. The customer of man from Browba and in Becca. Yes,
it happens a lot.
It happens.
Gabby. This one is actually Solutions as follows. One of our co-hosts coming through. It says, "What is the policy binding companies who are selling online?"
You see, when you go into their policy statement, most of the time people don't read them. Most online shops and they have policies and stuff that after their registration, you need to go through them and read them carefully.
What's up, agree? No, I agree.
Thank you very much.
Without even reading, we're all victims.
Agree, then you agree. You don't read it, you don't understand it. The policy statements, most of the time, there are clauses in there that tell you, in case of this and this and that, do this and this and that.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes go and read them. So it's until a case ends up in court that you mostly hear that, oh, you don't know that this and this and this is what you do when this happens. It's when you are in court, that's when you realize that, oh, there's a law governing what I'm doing.
Meanwhile, you showed consent.
Yes, just recently. I'm just deviating, but I just found out that, okay, court people see ruling say a police officer cannot go through your phone or your laptop without a warrant.
Yes, it was in the papers.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes. But at the end of the day, Ghana, hey, police say, bring your phone. No, because they don't know the law. So policy statement like we're talking about is because we don't research. You see, we need to research. If you are buying something from a company, at least try and know their policies and everything so that in case of any mishap, you can easily refer to their policies.
All right.
That's, Gabbs Consult really do.
Gabbs Consult is into marketing, branding, and 360 marketing. If I should put it, advertising, BTL marketing, influencer engagements. Baby crowd him said, "Nah, me no business be."
18 say, "Obi pese." Say be a business we are now we are more consulting as to branding so now we beton market penetration
even BTL marketing, going on the street doing sales,
BTL no so
below the line marketing, person to person marketing, girls no products basically that's what BTL is. But apart from that, any shop that is doing direct marketing with you, getting a personnel to deal with you on a person-to-person business, doing BTL.
Okay. Gabbs Consult, Gabi ne number ne da ase ho. Na me pese me hu ne se ansa na obe business no see. Service bi before ankasa ana Ghana for ma menka menko before na kru. Ghana for ankasa no before baako bi na opese obi business a opiti structure. Me pese me yese me hia obi ama na ye akere me say
market research
market research ne consultation na ye feel say consultation ye doctor pe edem but opese obi adwuma bi a saa adwuma na pese obi na wadanfo di hu nkomo no wadanfo no onim hu nimde ye wo obi a onim hu nimde ne consultation saa business na obi na no maame akodi hu nkomo say o me pese me ye aduane we yi onti say no o kire wo na dwen no ye wo obi a onim marketing onim se na krom si fate onim ba bia wo di adwuma ni si a ebe ye yie onim ba bia wo wura ebe ye yie so eno ne eye Gabbs Consult ya ye ka ho asemi nti ofa number na wafre bia branding be adwuma pa ba sisi akofom nyama bi wono mo a wo hu ne a wo be ya betimi ama adwuma na pagya ne mu eno ne ye kire no kwa ne ya kire o se we na woton wa na ye ni sei fa we ka ho ye ni sei wo ye ne saa ebe den ebe ye yie eno ho asem ne ye ka no number no ene gu onom no 0264211100 0264211100 to Fred Gabbs Consult say marketing say yes sales obi ono mo a wo pe oni ma dey friend float o mu ka ni mu sa na guess no o mu bu pan sata pam no mo ton no mo dey bat ni panani the product in your face.
In a minute, I saw that.
What we need now?
It's around. Corona let it go down by its
and you had the num Akran, you had the num Kumasan, you had the num Takra, the San Yamani na. Market, winning baby, Obenyakano, winning baby, Obenya guess, no, or copper guess, no, you're fine, or per guess, or munim casa. Omu was uncle for in now. Obi or the more cradian pa, but we nim casa, we nim son or beton or crammer, ayubi akono. Gabster, any yakano. Into a net branding once and we are kaya fan of fellow. Say, oh, question be an hour so what's and what's up no near Bisana because we're free as an academic consultation. Into any needing common not watch that and maybe 9 years years. So, into no or pers watch say what ton dear ne be a nipa now what this dear now what ton equacoma customer no or can also wedge my phone into a yashini. So, okay, now these branding, let's come back to the overhyping of these brands, no. Ebi a overhype mana ye pa. To the extent to say, the person me body, ye din yama wo krom ha, ye num yama wo krom ha, ye nim se nye ye num.
So that energy behind that branding, what
because ye amana aye.
Okay.
So, obi crop where they my own consulting. Sure. Obi the product for about who put a gas on cow business as you.
That's like
because we know what some so okay the na last so the mama no.
Oh yes.
Me baba ma ho review.
One time.
Yes.
One time.
So ukura de na wo pese you know, say, Obi Kradia now say, onya some new product.
Okay.
You know, what would you advise? You're going to say, it's a drink.
Okay.
You know, a canned drink.
Okay.
What would you advise? You're going to say the canned drink is just there, and then I bet this is the canned drink I have.
Okay.
What would be the first advice I would give any panel? And now, what would you ask?
Definitely, you need to know your target market. That's one. So who can drink? No, nipa ben na person targeting with that particular can drink.
Okay.
Inti say alcoholic or non-alcoholic, you should know the demographics and where you want to place the drink. If it's alcoholic, you know the target. If it's non-alcoholic, you know the target. Now, the easiest way to market these drinks and stuff in Ghana now is influencer marketing, brand ambassadorship. People are affiliated or have affinity towards certain celebrities and people in the society.
Right.
Immediately, you are able to put one of these influencers behind your brand. Automatically, it starts catching the market. That's one of the things. And now, one of the things I remember Huni said, it's not only the top-line celebrities that you can use for brands.
Right.
Now, we have social media influencers all over the place. Some of them, they have following that is unimaginable. What do you say? Over 20,000 people liking the page just for a picture. Thank you very much. At the end of the day, you can use this person. Market value. Most of them don't even know. They're just there having fun. Put some business on table for them. Let them use their platforms to push your product. Simple. When they start that way, the rest is going on the market and doing, because nipa who said nipa we are posting on the page, so recommendations, neko. The rest is hitting the market.
It comes with huge sums of money.
That's why I'm saying, huge sums of money. Marketing.
The marketing.
You always need to find a way around the market. Some people start by doing strictly BTL. They go straight into the market. They get to the Makolas and the Medina markets, the Kaswa. They set up they do their setups and start getting girls to do person-to-person marketing. Immediately they drop something on the ATL, that's above the line, that's adverts and the rest. They drop an advert. You get one of the stations, you drop an advert. People are moved by what they see.
Yeah.
Immediately they see that, okay, there's this advert with one of the celebrities in it, and now say, hey, product we come in, who TB so
oh, right. And money, ma'am, I want to try to buy ye.
Emma, Emma ton ade.
Sir. Na wonya se shops ni emma na eton ade na o pe obi ewura emma shop abefa oba na abema.
Onim sometimes me ka say o pa wi ato emma ne ama.
There be o pe obi akoton ade ama emma.
Aton ade ama say shop na ladies boutique.
E bia wo drink.
Yes.
Na udi rewura shops e bia shops na line up na ye emma shops.
Emma shops.
Oba shoma be ma na oba.
It depends on the person's qualities. Nipa no marketing and kasa qualities. Your bema bi na no de onim se ne ye ma to ade. Your oba bi so a one ne yonko ba nam nso bema na to bibia opese to bia. It might be a very convincing, member be so convincing. But in this case, I can say, come ma nkwane as a lion. Me, I've experienced where ladies are selling more than guys to women, and I've experienced yes, it happens. It happens a lot on the market because they understand what women want, so they know how to say the things that will make women.
Na fine boy ko jina wa omonto.
Fine boy ni dey say fine boy on kasa.
So kasa we fine boy beto.
Fine boy nim kasa dia want mean yeah automatic say drink. Who do not mean can't be a drink that mammy fine boy all right it will sell a percentage but then tone enough mammy.
Fine boy na we jam meto.
Aha well enye and nipa no so akọ mo nchen no enye emma bia ese wo hwe omo age crap o. Okọ na say sebe abrewa na wo fine boy o de wo ye den. Obegina okwa but oba bi a ono nani da ho a ono expect okay can be chere me na me top product no so to me convincing no it's not just about being the fine boy is 1 out of 10.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Gabby. Thank you so much, Gabby. So educational. Sometimes be a kura bag be a bonnet is a parachute. And na owura baby na me ginem. And na wo dipo do vra honum na good afternoon we you bag nesi wo na o yi problem. Krache. Hey. What begina ha eyi nyama mame me pese me kire woni ama bi Dabi bisa se menya ho adaje na me
ko bai na ko de bibia hia o hema te sen ewia ye ko sen o se obi oba engage na mo asre o se ya na se o ma na
what begina baby I be say o ho dan obegina no yi parachute ni si o o start si o yi nyama se krache na ade na wo hwe krache trousers ne baby trousers that one side shirt that one side we say wo me ma scarf be kwa akoto wa achi nti anya ade a so we all have to be very into what we are doing. And idea bia we ni year metim hu obi no tombo flow to wahwehwe suit hu a eye ofeke eye okama no akoto so ye hu nkrofo mo ye niamani na so it is very good. Thank you so much, Gabby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Gabby. And that is Gabbs Consult. Gabby is coming from Gabbs Consult. Number no soon go from home. Come on, ye no we betimi adi into detail actually kasa bia wo pese wo ka bia no mo ho no na o mo no obedi san komo no maboa wadwuma ama na koyi say ye marketing sales say ye branding ye wo ho bia no ebi kra na wo pese wo ye business bi wunnim say ye ya no match say jai we na ye we na beboa wo say otiase na say wo hia nkrofo aboa wo ma o mo apushi wadwuma no so a omo ewo ho no mo a wo mo ebeboa amoa atimi ayesa. So hey, thank you so much. I hope that you have learned something from all this conversation because I have learned so much. Into one so wish you baby all right, Kwesi. Wish you 1 or 2.
Oh, monsieur, because many here can am the one could room. It works, man. Hello,
yeah.
How are you? Oh, you look fantastic.
That's
Come
it.
on.
What your voice dear? Education back up. Your voice dear.
I work here. Like you know, I just love selling. Like you know.
Right.
Thank you so much, Gabby.
It's a Friday, and thank God it's Friday. Thank you to Movies Closet for a wonderful blazer and a jacket. Babiee Adjoa, thank you so much for being a part of the show, and thank you to TCL for one was so falanu 7 to 7:30. Bomadiana corner pe appliances TCL all of it. Air conditions. I would go phone so near money route and then I media my pocket. So the aha ni na air coso. A showrooms be nationwide showrooms. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you Monday and be good. Have a lovely weekend.
Take care.
Time for the TCL Fala Friday. This Friday, 28 May 2021, TCL is giving up to 50